we have been in Abidjan since December 26, 2013. That is when, in fact, we opened officially the rep office. It's going very well. In fact, what we did is what I call we tested the water, and for a 2-year period, which is a maximum from a legal perspective, the time, maximum time from a legal perspective that we have, to keep or not to keep a rep office. And after that, since we like what we saw, we like, from a growth perspective, from a currency perspective, as you know, it's pegged to the euro, so we don't face the same challenges than other countries. And also we have a relatively big growth here, because the growth of the GDP perspective, from a GDP perspective, is about 9% per year over the last, since 2012. So it's a good country. From a legal perspective, it's the same law, called La Loi OHADA. So one central bank, one currency, one legal framework, and a good growth. So it's a land of opportunities. The cost is relatively small, in fact, compared to any other countries. You saw our premises. I mean, compared to what we have, across Africa, I would say that we are one of the most reasonable. Also, we have been able to identify very good employees. We put an ad in the newspaper here only for 1 day and in Jeune Afrique, and we had more than 27,000 people who applied for a job. So on one side, it's very positive. On the other side, it is a concern. But we were able to find very talented people, and Human Capital did a very good job in order to help us to select the right candidate. We are behind in Côte d'Ivoire compared to the other countries, but we are catching up very, 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 very fast. So mobile banking, through M-Pesa, Kenya effectively was on the front, on the forefront of mobile banking. Mobile banking really started, in 2014-15 here, and it is done more by telecom companies than it is done by bank. But again, we're catching up, and that is definitively one of our strategies, to be more innovative and more, again, with specific, tools. I will say it's all the sectors in which a bank is operating. So if you look from an agri perspective, there is a lot of things which needs to be done, and especially on the transformation side. Not enough is done locally to transform. If you take all the sectors' activities, less than 20% is transformed locally. So we are going to see a lot of transformation. On the telecom side, on the energy side, as you may know, right now, La Côte d'Ivoire is a net exporter of energy. And they are going to double the production to meet the requirement of this growth, but also to meet the requirement on other countries around that. So all this, on the infrastructure, 31% of the expenses of the government are related to infrastructure project. Again, a sector of activity for which we have some interest. The mining side, 11% of the GDP come from mining. Again, a sector of activity for which the bank, is thriving. So effectively, this country has all the elements. But again, for us, it's a question of focus. And I reiterate, and I will continue to reiterate, what is our strategy? Focus on the existing client of the bank, first and foremost.